I think in the end, the Sunshine Gallery was one of the worst things to ever happen to me. It's not just that we cared about each other and it was Gossip Girl and it was this famous friendship that Earth was like obsessed with in celebrity and in tabloids. That's kind of how wicked everyone turned out to be, wanting to be Siamese twin to each other in the end. They all were, in the end, Siamese twin to each other, and they were trying to force me into their Siamese. They were like sewn into each other's minds as something you can choose with Siamese twin about brain donations. And they tried to elicit mine in like a really creepy supernatural way, aiming Shuyuki at me, which is one of the most deadliest curses on earth that like puts you enslaved to pigs, puts you enslaved to all these things. It never hit me, but oh my god, did I reverse it? And they were like some of the worst friends I ever had. I love people who mourn Krispy Kreme in a really weird way. It's like you mourn terrible people who backstabbed each other, who were attacking each other because of an almost situation. Where famously these people took advantage of me. They ate each other alive when they thought I was dead and they thought I was a different person and they thought I was referencing myself correctly. They said, it's a good thing that person's dead. And they were like the history of Georgetown and me. Had we really done the cult like everyone assumes we did at the ending, we would have still been in contact having rewinds forever. And it's just like, no, they weren't good enough for a cult. And I stupidly actually sat that one out. I went through the cult leader, I went through the cult, and then it was erased. I ever went. It was like a canon. It was like. So, no, I don't think I mourn terrible people a lot. I think if I ever mourned Ashley Emma's, I mourn terrible people. I loved what my friendship was with Sabretooth. I loved what my friendship was with Jimmy Carter. I loved having these people in my life, so I mourn them now that they're gone. But there's really no point in doing that because they were the shittiest, most backstabbing people I've ever met, famous for emo influencing for a time period before turning into like the Vindictus of what emo should be. I am very emo, can you tell? I can tell. I'm just like dressed emo with like my giant stomach. You know, they actually believed I was fat. Like, when I say I'm anorexic and I say I'm worried about my weight, that's a historical thing, but they didn't check and they just like blindly went with this delusion that I was overweight to make themselves feel hot and better. And then it was like the devastation of them when they found out I had a six pack of abs. I miss them so much, but if it would have aged into what love spells became based on dociles of the codependency it was, I am so happy they're gone. We had to take it out of the family conjure that he doesn't lose death games, and I'm just like, this is really weird that we have to structure our family conjure about how much of a vicious viper you were, Morgan. My friends it was were Morgan Hoffman, Crocker Cunningham, and Snow the Salt Queen, who all stole England in the end as United States terrorists. I don't know, but I'm not mad that I was attached to them. I'm mad I cared at all.